Welcome to this quick tour of our products, RollCall-Pro, a wireless roll call voting system, and RollCall-Audio, a wireless microphone control system with request-to-speak functionality. We at RollCall Systems are proud of the way these products address two major pain points in structuring formal legislative proceedings like board, council, and committee meetings. These 2 points are managing the voting process and managing microphones during discussion. The circled illustration on the left shows a RollCall-Pro voting system screenshot. This view is what is projected during the meeting so that the voters and the public can clearly see and follow the entire voting process. The circled illustration on the right shows the RollCall-Audio system control screen. This is the touchscreen interface that the chairperson uses to manage the microphones in a meeting to ensure that discussions are carried out in a fair and orderly fashion. Our customers can choose the type of input device they want to use to vote and to request to speak. For example, the user on the left is using an app that has been downloaded onto a tablet. The user on the right is using a proprietary radio frequency keypad. Let's take a closer look at RollCall-Pro, the wireless roll call voting system. It consists of a software program that runs on a PC and wireless devices that the participants use to vote. This image is an example of what is displayed during meetings so that everyone can follow the voting process. RollCall-Pro has been used by county boards and city councils since 2004, and we're proud to say that almost 90% of all the systems we've sold are still in use. Our customers tell us that this is a result of a product finely tuned to their needs and to our outstanding service. Users of the system report many benefits. One of the biggest reported benefits is time savings. Users with large boards report they can reduce meeting times by 30 to 40% as compared to traditional verbal roll call voting. In addition to the time savings, they value the simultaneous voting feature because voters work independently and are not influenced by the voters who have gone before them. The ability to preload an agenda has also been mentioned as a valuable feature. The individuals responsible for the record keeping find the automatic creation of a real-time voting record beneficial. System users also find the ability to include the screen view for televised proceedings very valuable in helping the public understand what's going on during meetings. Now let's examine the voting process in detail when using RollCall-Pro. Here we have a view of the RollCall-Pro screen at the start of the voting process after everyone has checked in. Please note that along the left column you see the voters' names, and along the right you see the task that's occurring. Right now they're discussing a resolution with Doris Knight making a motion as shown by the yellow bar. Also note along the bottom of the screen the information that's conveyed. From left to right, they're considering Resolution 16-12. The process step that they're on is discussion, prior to voting. And on the right, you see that a majority vote will be needed for passage. By the way, this information is easily entered into the system prior to the vote. Here we see that Johnny Credit has seconded the motion. Users have reported that highlighting who has motioned and who has seconded the motion really helps the chairperson manage the proceedings. Capturing motions and seconds in RollCall-Pro also ensures that the electronic record of the meeting will be accurate. After the group has completed discussion of an item, they're ready to vote. Notice the change of the right-hand column from discussion to voting. In this way, the screen view gives us a real-time update on where we are in the process. Once a member confirms a vote, their vote is locked in, as is the case with Doris Knight and Johnny Credit. You can also see that Clint Westwood, Bob Newlung, and May East have pressed the voting button but need to confirm their votes. These visual feedback cues help to keep voting participants informed of where they are in the voting process. Any observers can also understand what's happening. Once all votes are locked, the chair or clerk can reveal the outcome of the vote. Alternatively, the votes can be revealed as soon as the last voter has locked in. The choice is yours. Here we see the results of the vote. Everyone, members as well as constituents, can instantly see how everyone voted. Note the status bar at the bottom. It contains a summary that Resolution 16-12 passed with 6 yeses and 2 nos, with 1 abstention and 1 member absent. This information is automatically saved in a text file that can be cut and pasted into your minutes. The system can also automatically save a JPEG containing these results in case you need to refer to them during a meeting. Now let's take a look at the voting details that RollCall-Pro saves in a text file. This is a RollCall-Pro results file. As you can see, it contains who made the motion and who seconded the motion with a timestamp, the resolution title or number, and the voting criteria that was applied to this resolution, who voted and how they voted, with any absences also being documented. And finally, the outcome of the vote in terms of pass-fail that's automatically generated and documented. We hope this brief tour of RollCall-Pro has answered your questions about how this system can address your needs. If you'd like more detailed information on RollCall-Pro, please review the voting systems portion of our RollCall Systems website. You're also welcome to call us at 312-493-7558 or email us at info@rollcallsystems.com. Now let's review our wireless microphone control system, RollCall-Audio. Here you see the RollCall-Audio control screen that the chairperson uses to activate and deactivate microphones. It also displays request-to-speak signals from members as they line up to speak on an issue. We've had many successful deployments of RollCall-Audio systems. The graphical layout of the microphones on the touchscreen console computer makes the system especially easy to use during what are often hectic meetings. And meeting participants like being able to register their desire to speak on an issue without having to raise their hands or make eye contact with the chairperson or clerk. Those in attendance appreciate the display of speakers' names and the lineup of members requesting to speak, and not to be left out, IT personnel really like the fact that RollCall-Audio is plug and play with no on-site programming and can be used with existing microphone systems. RollCall-Audio is so easy to use that almost no training is required. One person, usually the chairperson, turns microphones on and off just by touching a member's icon. Here's a closer look at the screen that the chairperson would use to manage the microphones. Each icon represents a microphone, and they've been arranged to mirror the placement of the microphones within the room from the chairperson's perspective. The chair's microphone is shown in yellow when active. In this case, Westwood is the chair. The chair has two options for managing the microphones. From left to right, the chair can turn on one microphone at a time or allow multiple microphones to be active simultaneously. As we mentioned before, one of the key features of this system is in managing the request-to-speak process. The button on the left can be pressed to activate the next microphone in the queue. And by the way, this action by itself also automatically turns off the previously activated microphone. The button on the right clears out all the requests to speak if needed. Let's work through an example of a request-to-speak sequence on an item under consideration by a legislative group. Notice that we're in one mic at a time mode, and a member named Irons with microphone 9 has requested to speak. Also notice the yellow stripe on Irons' icon. This means he's first in the queue. Next, a member named Credit requests to speak and is added to the queue. Member Queen with microphone 5 has also requested to speak and is in the queue. You can tell she's number 3 in the queue because of the number 3 above the star on her icon. Here you can see that member Loosefree's mic is active. In this case, the chair selected this microphone outside of the request to speak order, sort of breaking the rules of strictly following the order of the queue. The ability to do this is a feature that was requested by several of our customers. The advantage here is that it gives the chair the flexibility to allow someone to speak who, for example, may have subject matter expertise that's needed to answer a question posed by another member. This is the RollCall-Audio info panel, the screen view that's displayed or projected during the meeting for the participants. As you can see, there are 2 microphones active, and there are 3 individuals in the request to speak queue. Everyone knows who has the floor and the request to speak order. One of the major advantages of this system is that it's plug and play. When you purchase a RollCall-Audio system, you tell us the number of microphones in your meeting room, the names of your members, and their seating arrangement in the room, and then we customize the microphone layout for you. It comes to you ready to use right out of the box. There's no on-site programming involved, which saves you money and implementation time. That concludes our brief tour of RollCall-Audio. We hope we've answered your questions about the basic functionality of this system. If you'd like more detailed information on RollCall-Audio, please review the audio systems portion of our RollCall Systems website. You're also welcome to call us at 312-493-7558 or email us at info@rollcallsystems.com. Thank you for taking the time to review our two legislative systems.